Okay, so we'll be having another session now at 7 o'clock. So if you want to join, you can join. So because this I'm doing for the Bangalore students. Uh, this I'm doing for the Bangalore students. If you want to join, you can join the meeting. So this is on the how to send an email. Okay, how to share and send an email to the client or to the recruiter. Based on that topic we'll be doing it. It's there is no force of joining and everything, it's your wish, but I'll tell you, you will get a 10x benefit from that. Okay, so if you want to join, you can join, or else I'll try to map it, or you can stay back in the same video, and we'll try to do that one as well. Is it possible? I don't know. I have not tested this, keeping two application together and testing it. So better you can join the Zoom meeting and you can start it. So this is the email ID. Now, do you have any doubts with this?
ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ನಾಷ್ಟ
So good evening all. So Bangalore testers, those who have tested on Saturday, right? Once again, I want to tell you it's a very good job. You have done a fantastic job, and you have made the developers to work on Sunday as well. Okay, congratulations. So this is what you need to be for especially Bangalore testers right now. And another thing is tomorrow we may have another build. So will be included with all Indian participants, not only Bangalore, even in Pune and Noida, people also will be joining the testing and they will be doing it. And all leads were all attended this leads. Okay, so we'll have a call later on once again about tomorrow execution. We'll discuss later on. So, and coming to this today's session, so today's session, let us start on how to send an email. Okay, so the main thing is how to send an email. So everybody will send an email. It's very easiest job, I know, and you know as well. Very easiest job. Go to your Gmail account, compose the mail, send it. That's it. Okay, but whether the people will accept it or not, nobody will be understanding it. Okay, and so am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, so please, whatever it is there, please do it in the chat. You can respond it to the chat, and you can respond it to the chat. Okay, so so let me start this session. So let me share the screen as well. I think everybody is able to see my screen. Yes. Cool. Okay, so fine. Everyone is able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Charu, Nagendra. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Okay, so I'm very near to the speaker, so you will be able to hear me now. Okay, so let me start this session. Okay, so see, every day you will get a requirements in Naukri or Times Job, Monster, everywhere you will get the requirement. What you will do? You will just go to the Naukri and you will send the resume, and the resume goes to the recruiter. So every day you apply the job on testing. Every day you apply the job for testing. So you apply, apply, but no reply. correct? So this is what you are facing. So why you will not get a reply? Okay, the first thing is the email. Okay, the way you send an email, okay, it's not at all a good thing where you send the email like that. Okay, first thing. Second thing, your resume. Okay, see, before the resume, the first impression is the email thing. Okay, if you're not sending an email properly, only means you cannot, the next thing, the recruiter, they will not be doing anything. So the first thing is the email. You need to send an email properly. The most of the mistakes where the people or the candidates will do is sending an email. Not only freshers, even experienced candidate also, even an experienced candidate also, or they will do the mistake while sending an email. Okay, I'll show you all an example from this session. So with all the things, what mistakes you will be doing, what mistakes should not be done, this all the things I will show you people today. Okay, so this session will be for 1.5 hours. So so please be available, and it's very important, and I'm telling you it's very important, and it's important. So let me start. So the email. Okay, so what you will do while sending an email? Okay, so what you will be learning is why sending an email is important, and the mistakes done while sending an emails. We'll discuss about the mistakes which you are doing while sending an email, and the emailing formatting. Okay, how to send an email format. Okay, how to send an email format. Okay, so this all the things we will discuss. So let me start. Okay, so the email. See, why you need to send an email with your for the recruiter. So the email creates the first impression for you to the recruiter. So it depends on how you share an email, how you send an email to the recruiter. Okay, so it creates the first impression before your resume. The second impression is your resume. Third impression is how you attend the interview. Okay, so this three things, if you clear it properly, you are almost 40% of your interview is done with these three things only. And do you know, most of the candidates get selected, most of the candidates get selected based on the most of the candidates get selected based on the email and this email and the resume only. Okay, email and the resume. So, and why you to send an email? Not only for the job purpose, whenever you get inside the company, right, as a software test engineer, the email plays a exact role. Means it is the best role and a very proof of concept for the whatever you discuss. Suppose today you have spoken something with your manager, but you're not sending an email, so what will happen? So manager may ask you, hey, when I discuss with you this point, no, I don't have any idea, do you have a proof? You will tell, obviously, no, I don't have proof, but I spoke with you. That's what you spoke with me. What is the proof he's asking you, right? So you will not be having any proof at all. So the communication made by email is like writing a bond. It's a writing a bond. So the email is very, very important there. Okay, when you're communicating with the manager, when you're requesting something to your colleague, the colleague may be your best friend or a close friend also. He may be a best friend or a close friend, but still you need to send an email. You need to send an email. You need to send an email as well. Okay, so remember this, the email. Okay, so the email creates the streamlined communication and make your request and information clear and concise. So what you want actually, okay, it will communicate the through email. If you communicate, right, the another person can understand what you actually needed, what you actually needed. So then the effective communicating plays an important role in professional workspace, as I was telling you now. Okay, so the manager will be discussing something to you regarding the salary part. Okay, the main thing. Okay, the salary part. So the manager has told you that, hey, this time I'm giving you 30% of hike. Then you will tell, okay, or then the appraisal comes, you will tell, hey manager, you told me that you'll give me 30% hike. Where is the 30% hike? Manager will tell, where? When I told you. So it is better you only mail the manager that, as discussed with you today. So I'll be so please make an appraisal of 30% hike to me this time. So you can send it in an email. So it will be a document. Actually, it will be a document. So never play with the emails, remember that. Okay, if you're not sending an email for any of your communication in your IT or in your email also, or with the recruiter also, there is no proof for that one. If there is no proof, then you cannot talk anything in the industry. Even I have faced a lot of problem like that by without sending an email. That's why for every discussion with my leads or with my manager, though I am a manager, I do have a manager for me. Though I am a manager, I do have a lead for me. So whatever the communication I do with them in the meetings or face-to-face meeting or with the client meeting, I will send an email immediately that these are the things were discussed. Okay, so that will be the proof of concept for you. It will be completely a proof for you to discuss, take the discussion to the next level. Okay, so the emailing is very, very important in your IT industry. Remember this. So let us discuss about the mistakes you do, or the mistakes you do when you are sending an email. Okay, so I'm just talking about the resume, sending resume, and I'm not talking about the IT things, getting inside with your manager discussion and everything. I will not say, but I'll give you the tips of that one here. So the mistakes what you do is, okay, the mistakes what you do is while sending an email is, the first thing is your username and the email ID. Okay, so there is a comic here, see here. So we would like to name him Peter. Okay, that name is already taken from the Gmail. Try Peter 375, Peter 2016. So you cannot choose your username like that, or you cannot use your username like that or the email ID like that. I have seen so many email IDs like this. Okay, so username which you should not keep it. Okay, Sweetie Rocks. Okay, I've seen this. Okay, Rockstar. Okay, your first name and last name will be that one. Okay, Puppy, Raj Innovative, to be. So these are the usernames you keep it when you are sending the mails and everything. So username means when you create a name, right, the first name and the last name, it should be your first name and last name, original, what your parents has kept. That only you should keep it. You cannot keep it whatever your friends calls, your girlfriend or boyfriend calls. You cannot keep that username, and you cannot use it as a professional email as well for that one, because you cannot use that type of emails for sending in resumes, while contacting with somebody else. You cannot use that emails. Please don't keep this type of usernames, and never use this type of email IDs. So sweetie.beauty@domain.com, Rocky Bocky, Puppy Chintu, Raj.innovating guy at domain.com. See, you can see your email IDs. Okay, you can see your email IDs. It will belong so many email IDs. I'm not telling everyone, but so many email IDs belongs to this part. Please change it or else create the new. Please never keep this username or the email IDs with like this. See, never give your email ID with your phone number as well. With your phone number as well, never give it. Okay, so keep it properly. Let it be standard. So let us see how the username and email ID should be there. See, when you send an email, okay, when you send an email to recruiter, okay, you will get to know. So you are using a Sweetie Rocky, okay, Sweetie Rocks. See, you will get an email like this, Sweetie Rocks, software testing profile. See here, Sweetie Rocks, you will get it like this. So, okay, so like this you will get an email. So never do this. Okay, it should be your original name. See how it should be. The username always should be your first name and the last name or your initial. Okay, so you can use it as Karthik Chandrasekhar, or so don't use my name please. In your username and last name, use your first name and last name. Okay, for your example purpose I have given you here. Okay, first name, last name, first name, last name I have given you. Okay, next, the email combination. So what all the email combination you can keep it while sending the email, while creating an email. You can use first name and the last name. You can use first name dot last name. You can use first name hyphen last name. Only for some domains it will work. So you can use first name and the middle name like this. You can keep it. So you can keep the first initial and the last name. So when you can use your profession. Suppose if you are already if you want to use as a tester, if you want to create an email ID as for the test engineer, you can use the test engineer email ID like this. See, so Karthik QA tester at domain.com. Again, don't use my name. So karthik.qa tester at domain.com. You can use it. Yeah, you can use it. These are the things you can use it. So you can use this as well. So you can use your native things. You can use it, but I don't recommend you to use that one. I will not recommend you to use that one. So you can use either from this thing or from this thing. Okay, you can use the email ID combination. So what will happen? Okay, see, you have created an email ID, you have created the username and everything. Now you need to send an email. Okay, now you need to send an email to the recruiter. Now you need to send an email to the recruiter. So you doesn't know who is the recruiter. Your friend will come and ask you, right? Hey, don't have a job. You will tell to your friend. You will tell, hey, don't worry. Hey, don't worry. My company is hiring candidates. You send me your email ID. I'll forward to my manager. So then he will thank you. I'll share it immediately. He will share it. See, oh, email will be shared. Mr. X shares the email with his resume. Mr. Y receives the email. So Mr. X has sent an email without a subject. See, there is no subject at all. There is no subject also. So you should never do this. Remember, while sending an email, the subject is very, very important. Why it is very, very important? See here, you can see this image. See, Karthik QM manager. This is the subject. So the username Karthik CS. See, your username will be reflected here. The subject will be reflected here. The subject will be reflected here. See, as a test engineer, I have taken testing examples only, so that you can also implement the same thing. See here, you cannot keep a subject line as my resume. You cannot keep it. And see here, username, you cannot keep any name like that. And no subject. See here, you cannot use a subject like resume underscore Karthik hello and anything. You cannot use it. Then see, you can use it like this. Karthik QA manager 11 years 10 months experience. Karthik QA manager 13 years experience. This is the first one and the last one are the correct format to send an email with the subject. To send an email with the subject. So we will see how the subject line. See, subject line should be in the format on what skill set you're applying for. So if you're applying for a software testing, you should mention that particular skill set in the subject line. Then do not use capital letters while sending, or symbols or dashes unnecessary. See, I'm not telling you cannot use it, you can use it, but unnecessary don't use it, because it will go for the spam. It will go for the spam. Why you will not be getting the comments? Because of this only. So you may be using more capital letters, you may be using more symbols or any dashes or something more unnecessary, you will be using it. So don't use it in the subject line. See, remember, most of the spam messages, if you observe the subject line, right? So you just go and observe, they use this one. That's why it will go for spam. So please don't use that type of capital letters or symbols in the subject line. Then, so don't request, sir, I am in need of job, sir, please help me. Please help me, sir, please help me. See, never request in subject lines. Never request in subject lines. Don't do that. I will be getting thousands of resume a day. In that, at least some people say, I'm looking for job, I'm looking for job, I'm looking for job, I'm looking for only the subject line is only that one only. Please don't do that one. So keep less than 50 characters, okay, or 5 to 8 words. I'm telling you 5 to 8 words or less than 50 characters while updating in the subject line. So what are the bad subject lines? See, you cannot keep it the subject line as my resume. My resume, just keep it as my resume. You cannot keep it like that. So see, lot of underscores, and see, you can see skills, 1 skill, 2 skill, 3 skill, 4 skills. So this is a bad subject line. See, it may go to spam as well. Only mentioning as resume, again bad. Only resume F1 Karthik, bad subject line. Resume, job needed, very trouble, I'm in very trouble, please give me a job. You cannot request it like that, okay? You cannot update that one. So of the subject line, see, you cannot use the symbols like this. It's not an Twitter or Facebook to use a hashtag, okay? It's a subject line you are sending to one of the HR of the company or the recruiter of the company. It should be very decent. So let us see, these are the things you cannot do it. So, and you cannot send it like that, fresher 58%, BE mechanical. So this is the bad subject line where you will use it. These are the some of the bad subject line. But instead of this, you can use like this. See here. So you can use, see, Karthik CS, 13 years software testing. Karthik CS, 13 years API automation with Python and Java. Karthik CS, 13 years automation testing using Python. Test engineer, 3 years, 10 months. So you can use this type of subjects while sending your resume. So if you're a fresher, what to do? Just keep it fresher underscore MCA or BE underscore, then you can, or hyphen, you can use it. Then you can mention the skill set, software testing skill set. Okay. So why I am telling you the subject line is important is here. See here, the subject lines, most of the messages, okay, when we search, based on the skill set, right, we will be getting your resume, we'll be getting the resume. So the subject line is very important. So I'll show an example here. See here. So you can see if I want, see, I want some manual testers resume. See, if I tell just software test engineer, see here, the based on your subject line, see here, how nicely has written immediate joiner. See, I'm getting easily. Oh, he's an immediate joiner. I'll select him. I'll see. Hey, I got the please find the because the same is given. Yes, and I will call him. I'll tell. See, this is where your resume gets shortlisted. See, this is how you need to create the subject line. You need to create it. But I've put on the name also. So you can easily see here. Easily you'll get it. Okay. See the subject line. Easily I will get it. Suppose I want a subject line with So I want API candidates. I'll just mention API. I'll just enter. See, I will be getting overall having the API resume. See here, API. So overall having the API resume. See here, you can see it has been highlighted here, the yellow color, it has been yellow color here. That particular thing, API, okay? So based on this, okay, you will be getting the calls. So never miss out to update your skill set, but please don't mention like this. See here, please don't, I am telling you, please never mention it like this. Never mention the subject like this. So just mention your name, QA engineer, software testing with API. Suppose you are being referred by somebody and he wants your resume. That's why you keep your name. Okay, that's why you keep your name. So this is how you need to mention the subject line. So never ever use so many dots like this. Never ever use my resume. See, I'll show you this one. See here, I'll show so many resumes. I'll get it. If I type my resume, see, subject line is only resume. Who is he? I don't know. What skill set? I don't know. See, this is where I will not select him. I will not go with him. I will not go with him because he doesn't know how to send an email. Okay, so never do this. See, even when you are sending anybody, if anybody is sharing you an email mail, see, you can see my team will send it like this. Easily I can identify. See here, easily I can identify. See, easily I'll get to know. So these things we'll get it immediately. So the subject line is very, very important when you are sending the emails. So make sure the first thing is username is correct. See here, the username should be proper. Second thing, the skill set should be proper in the subject line. Third thing, your email id. See, whenever I open any email id, easily I should be able to read the email id. So this all the things from now only, immediately you change it. All QSpider students, I'm telling you, because I know about QSpider students, what mistakes they are doing it. So, and where they will do, why people will be like very frustrated for not getting the calls because of these things. You will not be getting the calls. See, the same thing. See here, easily I can identify people here. See, you cannot send the resume however you want. See, only resume, I told you. Okay. See, you cannot send the resume however you want. The subject line, everything matters here. So if you are having a good subject line, easily you will be selected. You will be selected here. See, the subject line should be like this. Your name, underscore or hyphen. You can use underscore or hyphen, years of experience, and where you are looking for the job. So easily you can mention as software testing engineer or QA. Like that you can easily mention it. So whenever you send it, they will get to know XYZ has sent an email with this subject line. So why I will show you the demonstration on why all the things I'm telling you, right? Okay, so the things you need to remember and which you should not forget it. The subject line is where you give the recipient an overview of the content in the email. So why are you sending an email? What purpose you are sending an email? The subject line talks there. So it is supposed to be the summary of your email in short, but not the description or an explanatory version of the content. So you cannot type anything, whatever the things you required in the subject line. The subject line should be the summary. Okay, so what job for which requirement you are sharing it, only for that thing. See, mentioning the subject line with capital letters. Remember that using capital letters in the situations like email, essays, etc. mean shouting out that term. Okay, so that's why I told you to avoid the capital letters in your subject line. So don't put all the words in the capital letter. Only the first letter of the word should be the capital. First letter of the word should be capital. See, things, T capital, R, remember, R capital. So T, R capital here. Like this, you can keep it. There may be an important keyword in your subject to be specified, which can be mentioned in capitals. Otherwise, it is completely not necessary to use capitals. So suppose QTP, Selenium, API. So this all the capitals, you can use it, but not necessary to use completely in that one. So these are the things. And the word limit of your subject line, as I told you, it should be more, it should not be more than 50 characters or 8 to 10 words. So keep your subject line very short and very crispy, so that the recruiter, when they want a particular designation or particular skill set, when they type it in the search, they will be, when they type it in the search, your resume will be coming up. So these are the things you need to do in the subject line. And more importantly, never ever send an email without writing a subject. Without writing a subject, never ever send the resume. Now, you have created the resume. Now, you have created the subject line. So you have cleared the compose, you have composed it, you have composed it. Now you are having an one email. Let me take okay. So I'm having one email ID. Assume that this is the client. Okay. So this is the client. Assume that this is the client, and I want to send my resume to him. I want to send the resume to him. See, is the one of the client. Okay, only one person is there, only one person is there. So let me increase this here. So only one person is there. Okay, so is the one. So I need to send an email. So I'll just mention it, Karthik QA engineer, QA manager, 13 years experience. Okay, so I'll just mention this. So, and I'll write down the email ID and everything so easily. Okay, now see, I have used two, see, to whom we need to send it. Okay, so I'm having only one recipient. Okay, one recipient. Remember this, very important. Remember and listen to this. I'm having only one recipient. Now I need to send a copy to his another email ID, or I need to send a copy to his manager. I need to send a copy to his manager. Okay, I need to keep a CC to his manager. Okay, his name is somewhere like Sandeep Panelgudda, something. I'll keep it. Okay, see here, Sandeep, this is the 2 and this is the CC. So when you are composing an email, remember this everyone, when you are composing the email, no need of mentioning this Sandeep. Which Sandeep? Sandeep Anilgoda. Wait, let me change his name. Other name, anybody? Yeah. Abhinav Bharati. Yeah. So see, Abhinav, assume that Sandeep manages Abhinav. I need to keep a CC. Now, if I am writing a Sandeep mail to email to Sandeep and keep a CC to Abhinav means Abhinav will be in the CC and you are just representing Sandeep. So in the email body, you need to just represent only Sandeep, not Abhinav. Remember, you need to represent only Sandeep, not Abhinav. Okay. And yes, anybody? Okay. So, and if you are having Abhinav also in the two, if you are keeping Abhinav also in the two means, okay, then you need to mention I, Sandeep and Abhinav, both. Remember this. See, there should not be more than two people in the two, okay. So, whom you are sending the email, they should be in the first thing. And suppose you want to send the resume to these two people for the same company. See, never send a resume one time, never send a resume to all the companies. Very bad habit, very bad habit. I've seen most of them sending in BCC means you are giving the recruiter or the hiring manager that you're searching a job everywhere. So never do that one. So when you are sending with two, you need to mention hello Sandeep and Abhinav. See here, because they are in the two. They are in the two. Now I want to CC. Then you need to keep somebody else in the CC. Then you can CC them. Okay, but no need of mentioning about him. Okay, no need of mentioning about him. Okay, so this thing you need to learn it. Why? Because most of them will do this mistake. Okay, in two means you need to represent them. CC means you are not supposed to represent them. But suppose you should suppose somebody should approve your this one. Okay, so I need to request somebody. See, I'll request it. Hello Karthik, I have updated the Excel sheet. Please let me know your feedback. Okay, so here see, I'm sending to one of the Karthik, so I need to send to somebody else. Okay, let me keep now. Okay, I need to communicate something to Kritika as well here. Okay, so let me know your feedback. Okay, now you have to use at symbol. Kritika, I have shared the Excel sheet with sheet. Kindly so waiting. Okay. See, when you are using any CC and you need to communicate, you need to use at the rate, and the tag only if they are in the CC. If they are in the CC. Otherwise, if you want to communicate together, then you can bring him to the two, then you can communicate. Then you can communicate like this. Okay, so most of them will do the mistakes. Please don't do this. When you are sending to one, mention one name in the two. If you are sending to two members, so if you want to send the same resume for the same company to two people, keep them in the two only. Suppose if you want to share the resume to one of the person and to his hiring manager, two and the hiring manager should be in the CC. Okay, so remember this. Okay, while sending the emails, most of them will do the mistakes. Now, so then you got about the CC. So blind carbon copy. Suppose somebody refers you. Okay, somebody refers you. Okay, hey, there is a requirement in requirement in Amdocs, requirement in Amdocs. Okay, please share the resume to them and let me know that whether you have shared or not. At that time, you can use BCC. At that time, you can use blind carbon copy. So you are sending a resume to Amdocs. You are sending a resume to Amdocs. You are sending a resume to, and you want to know about that resume, have you sent or not, to speak with that candidate. So somebody have referred you, so keep him on the BCC and send the resume. Never keep him in the CC. While sending an email, first you need to see whether the email is correct, subject line is correct, and the subject line is correct, and whether have you kept it on to CC or BCC, you need to check it out. These are the 3 steps you need to do it properly while sending an email. Now, so let us come to the email body. Okay, see the email body, very, very important. So you got to know the important sections is the subject line, to CC and the BCC, and your email ID and your user ID. So when you come to the email body, okay, when you come to the email body, first thing is you need to greet them. Okay, you need to greet them. Okay, see in a day, every time when you're sending an email, no need of greeting every time. In a day, the first time you need to greet them. The very first time you need to greet them. Second thing, always use names while sending an email. Okay, always use names while sending an email. I'll come to this topic now. So then mention about the attachment. Do not use colloquialisms like wanna, yeah, shortcuts and everything. SMS language, please don't use it in the email body. In the email body, don't use your SMS language. Never use emojis, and never complain through an email, and you need to use the signature with the phone number in the email body. So let us see how to create a body of the email. So I have this. See here. Hello Karthik. See here. The first point is don't forget to greet. So you need to greet him. So see, you doesn't know when he will see your message, right? So you cannot send him as a good morning message, and if he see in the good evening, it's somewhere it will be wrong. So what you should do is just mention greetings of the day. Greetings of the day. So it may be a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, anything. So mention as greetings for the day. Greetings for the day. Now, next, always use names while sending an email. See, I have used the name. Okay, now, if he is a CEO and is very aged person, okay, or for freshers, especially freshers, you can use it like this. Hello, Karthik sir. You can use it. No issues in that one. But when you get inside the IT industry, don't use sir or madam. Don't use sir or madam until and unless he is very senior to you. Very, very senior. Remember this. Okay. Especially those who are showing experience or anything, right? Or if you have any experience, never use sir or madam in the telephonic also, and in the face-to-face also, and in the email also. Tell by name, and they like that one. Instead of calling them sir or madam, right? So they will feel like you are keeping a bucket to him. So never keep like that. Okay. So tell by name. Suppose it's very senior to you and you are very a fresher, then you can use hello Karthik sir. Something like that you can use it. But never use hello sir. No. So you need to greet with this name. You need to greet with this name. And so the greetings you need to tell whether it's a good morning, good night. It's better to keep it as greetings of the day. You need to keep it. Then you tell. If you have already, remember, if you have already discussed that, I will share the resume with you. Okay. If you have already discussed that, you will share the resume. As discussed, I am sharing my resume. Oh, okay. Please kindly find. Fine. Okay. So everybody come to the chat now. I have one question here for you people. I'm having one question to you people in the chat. Okay. So tell me which sentence is correct here. Which sentence is correct? Okay. Tell me which sentence is correct here. Kindly find the attachment of the resume. This is the sentence number 1. Sentence number 2, kindly find the attached resume. Kindly find attached the resume. Okay, see, I'm having 3 types here. So tell me which one is correct. Whether it's a, put a number, it's enough. Great. So most of them, okay, most of them are selected 2 and some of them have selected 1. So my first 3 things was kindly find the attachment of the resume. So the first one is wrong. The first one is wrong. You cannot use this sentence. Kindly find the attached resume. Almost correct, but we will not be using this sentence. The correct sentence is kindly find attached the resume. Okay. Why I am talking about this sentence is, okay, why I am talking about this sentence means, see, in your school days, you have learnt about something called as articles, adjective, and everything. Okay, you have learnt about articles, adjective, and everything. Do you remember? So we call it as the table, the brick, the spoon. Okay, the spoon. The same way we call this as the resume. Okay, the resume. So remember, you need to learn this. Kindly find attached the resume. Why I am telling you, I'll show the proof. Why I'm telling you this sentence, I'll tell you. See here. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, see, observe the screen. Observe the screen, everyone. Very, very important. Why I've told you the sentence. See, kindly find your first sentence. Find the attached resume. Kindly find the attached resume. Okay. Now, see, I have not attached the resume. Remember, observe the screen, everyone. I have not attached the resume. I have not attached the resume. Let me see. Okay. Okay, no issues. Okay, I have not attached the resume. I'm just sending it. Remember, see the screen. Okay. It will ask, it seems like you have forgotten to attach the resume. See, this is correct. Okay. Now, kindly find attach the resume. If I send it, there also it will ask, so you can use both the sentence, but as an article, the resume becomes the adjective here. Okay, so the resume it will come, so attached should go behind, so you are telling that one. So if I tell kindly find attachment of my resume, and if you click on send button, it will go. See here, it will go, it went. So it went. Okay, it went. So never use this sentence. Never use this sentence. So if you want to use it, use only either kindly find the attached or attached the resume. Resume for your reference for the position of QA in your organization. Now, if you are a fresher also, you can change the resume. Yes, here just mention Karthik underscore fresher hyphen software testing. You can keep it like this. So if you want to keep manual also or Selenium also software testing automation, you can keep it. No issues. Okay, for freshers, but never change your sentence. See, I am not getting any single error while sending. I'm not getting any single error while sending this one. But if I without attaching the resume, if I click, it will scold me. It seems you have forgotten to attach a file. You wrote find attached. See, this find attached only will save you without sending the blank message. Okay, so always remember, use this sentence. Next, now, so use this sentence. Next, then attention. Now you can use CTC. What is the CTC? What is the expected CTC? Then what is your notice period? What is your notice period? Then regards your name with your last name plus your mobile number. Just your mobile number. So remember, this is mandatory. This is mandatory. This is mandatory. Never use like this. Hi. Never use like this. Hi. Hello. Greetings for the day. PFA. PFA. What is that? PFA. You can send it, it will go. It will go. So never use shortcuts in your resume. It's an act of laziness when you're not sending the, when you're not writing the proper body in your email ID. It's an act of laziness. Okay, it's an act of laziness. So never use this. Kindly use these things. Kindly use with the name, see here, with the name, please use it. Okay, so then you can attach the resume. Now coming to your attachment, the main thing. Okay, coming to your attachment, next thing, see here. Okay, one of the example, see here, one of the example, subject line, the position, experience or the skill set. Body, hi ABC, greetings for the day. Got to know that you are hiring for role for particular location. Please find attached the resume for your consideration. Please find attached resume for your consideration. See, then what's your total experience, relevant experience, CCTC, ECTC, notice period with number of days, whether it is negotiable or not. Thank you and full name. For freshers, never mention this thing. Which one? From the total experience till notice period, never mention it. Okay, you can skip it out. You can skip it out, that one. Just mention, please find attached the resume for your consideration. Thank you, your full name with your mobile number. So you people can take this screenshot and keep it, and the same sentence you can use it, but change the role here, QA, location. Okay, then remove this for freshers. For experience, you add this. For experience, you add this. And notice period. Okay, suppose you just keep it as immediate or something as per your guidance of your faculty. You keep your notice period. Okay, now, so this is the one thing you need to do it. Next, coming to your attachment. Okay, see, the one more very important is the attachment. So do not let the body of your message be too lengthy when sending an attachment in a formal email. Okay, then see, I've kept very crispy. I'm not having lengthy. See, anybody can read this easily within a fraction of a minute, within a fraction of second easily. Can, oh, this fellow is applying for this position, CTC is this one, expected is this one, notice period is this one. Okay, fine, I got it. See, easily I can read it. So the use of the word enclosed is inappropriate in electronic media. It is ideal when using paper mail. So never use. I have seen a freshers is a kindly find. I have enclosed. I have attached my. I have enclosed my cover letter. I have enclosed my resume for the position. Never use this. Never use this type of enclosed word in your emails. Now, attachment. See here, first one. Okay, see here, the attachment of your file, the attachment file of your file should be equal to the subject line. Remember this, very easy. The attachment of your file name, the attachment of your file name should be equal to your subject line of your email. See here, the first one, Abhishek underscore experience underscore 3.1 years. Correct. But the main mistake is for which skill set he has not mentioned here. Second resume. Aditya Jain underscore hyphen business analyst hyphen resume. So he has applied for business analyst requirement. The second one is you can consider. First one you cannot consider. Third one, CV hyphen Mohit Ragani. In the bracket 4 means this is his fourth copy of resume. He has made so many of copies already. This is his fourth copy. He is sending that fourth copy to us. And for which position and how many years of experience? Doesn't know. Deen Dayal Kumaran, only one resume. Younger one means he is sent it, but for which position he has not mentioned. Master Prathamesh Bagalkote. See, I don't know whether you are there here, I don't know. But whatever I have received the resume, I'm just taken the screenshot, I'm showing to you. See, which position? So what is the use of mentioning the, which position you're mentioning it, for which, what is your experience? So Prathamesh Bagalkote is his name, full name. Okay, now, see, Naveen, resume, business analyst, yeah, fine. This also fine. Second one, fine. And the third, fourth, fifth, sixth one is fine. Then seventh one is fine. See, Sindhura final resume 2020. So she is having so many of resumes. See, I'm not making them degrade. See, though they are having, so I'll show their resumes now. They are having around 10 years of experience. They are having 10 years. I'll show all the resumes now. This, especially this part, right? I'll show you. Wait. Now, curricular vitae. No name, no experience, no technology, nothing. Latest resume of mine. You will keep it like this. You will send it like this only. My resume copy. You will keep it like this. You will send it like this. My resume. When you download it from your Naukri, my resume, it will come like this. See here, copy of your resume you have sent me. Updated resume you have sent me. See, these are the things you should not do. The second one is the correct way of sending, and the second, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth one is the correct, and the eighth one is correct. So these three things are correct when you are sending out the resume. When you are sending out the resume. So remember, so these are the things here. This thing is correct. This is correct. This is correct. So you can use it like that. Okay, you can use it like that. So remember, your resume should be like this. Your resume should be like this always. Okay, so never ever keep it like this. Never ever keep it like this. Never ever keep it like this. Wrong resume. This is wrong resume. This is wrong resume. This up to this wrong resume. Then from here wrong resume. This one also wrong resume. Okay, so see here, you can see the difference. See, I'm sharing. See, easily I can identify, but yes, here what he has done is this part, he has missed out this skill set. Only apart from that, I can open and see what skill set, does not matter. But if he has added the skill set also, it would be very easy to recruit. See, in the LinkedIn and everything, you will get so many opportunities. In the Naukri, you will get so many opportunities. You will be applying for every requirements, but you will not get a reply. Why? Because most of the companies will share the fake job requirement. Remember this. Most of the company will share fake job requirement. The requirement will not be there to advertise their company. They may do it, but we cannot tell all the companies are doing. There may be some genuine also. There may be some genuine also. So what you should do is, when you are sending the resume, or they may be getting the requirement in future after 1 or 2 months, so they will be collecting the resume right away. So there are chances. I cannot tell everybody is just advertising their company, but there are chances also. After 2 companies they may hire, but after 2 months, if they want to call you, means your subject line should be proper. Your subject line should be proper. Your subject line should be proper. Your resume file name should be proper. Your resume file name should be proper. So if two things are proper, easily you will get a call after 2 months also. After 2 months also, easily you will get a call. So remember, so subject line, resume file name, please make sure it is there. And why I told you to mention, why I have told you to mention the contact number. Why I have told you to mention the contact number means, why I have told you to mention the contact number means, suppose in case if you miss the profile, if you miss the profile, okay, in case if you miss the profile, okay, if you miss the profile, attaching the profile, by using this subject line, by using the subject line, the recruiter will call you. The recruiter will call you. Okay, so that's why you have to mention your contact number when you're sending an email. And if you are having alternative contact number also, please add it without fail, because if you are not reachable, you can use it from the alternative contact number. You can be reached by the alternative contact number. So mentioning your name and the this one. See how I have mentioned. Hello Karthik, greetings for the day. one enter blank space, one blank space. Then I have mentioned the correct body what I want to tell them. Then one enter blank space CTC. Then one enter regards Karthik. This one, see the format how it looks. It will be very neat and very tidy to for the recruiters. See, if you are irritating the recruiters means you will not get a call. So never irritate the recruiters in the email. So don't keep any things. Okay, see anybody can and never scold anybody here. Never scold anybody in the email, because it is a proof for them. It is a proof for them. And one more thing, never complain. I told never complain. Okay, why I'm telling you, see, you should not complain. See, I discussed, kindly find attach the resume for the person. I'm complaining. See here, I'm complaining. I've already shared the resume with your organization, with your HR. How many times? This is my final resume. This is my final resume. Don't keep on asking me. Never tell like this all. Okay, see, this is the complaining on the HR. So never do this. See, and next thing, very important thing you people will do is forwarding your resumes. Okay, forwarding your resume. Now I have sent the resume to somebody. I have sent the resume to somebody. Let me take one resume simply and let me attach it. Or okay, now I have not sent anybody, I think so. See here. Okay, so I have, okay, see here, I have sent, assume that I am Sandeep Pujara. Okay, I have sent the resume to you. Okay, I have sent the resume to Capgemini. Same resume, do not forward it from your sent items. Remember this, same resume, do not forward. Okay, do not forward. Do not forward from your sent items to anybody. So when you forward, what will happen means, see, I have got an email. Wait, I'll show you. I'll show you what will happen. See here. Sasi Mahendrakar. Okay. See here. Are you able to my Gmail? See here. Sasi Mahendrakar has sent me a resume. Okay. It will show. See here. Forwarded. Curricular vitae. Forwarded message. When I open it, see, this guy has already forwarded to careernet.co.in. careernet.co.in. Yes, already she has already shared, and the same resume IPFA, and she has sent to me as well. See, this is not the good sign. Okay, this is not the good sign of your searching job. Always remember, one email to one organization. That's it. Never be sending the resumes continuously or forwarding the resumes. Your recruiter will ask, obviously. So what you should do is go to sent items, download your resume, then compose a new mail, attach your resume, but never forward it. See, all the list easily I'll get to know to whomever she has applied for the job. Okay, so this thing you should not do it while sending the mail. Another thing, okay, what you will do is, one second. Another thing. Now you will get a request. So many requests you will be getting, right? See here. They will ask you, see, send resume. Remember, okay, very important. Especially so many people will do these mistakes. Remember, you will get an email. Send resume. Okay, send resume to careers here. Careers. Okay, remember career at tenant.com, wipro.com, accenture.com. You will be getting this. You will be getting this email. Remember the email careers, or something like hr at something.com. So you will not be knowing the name. See, if it is a perfect email, you will be, you see, if it is an email of Karthik, so you'll get to know, oh, he's Karthik. I can mention I Karthik. Okay, I can mention. But what you will mention for this fellow's career, what you will mention, it's tough, right? So what you should do is never mention dear sir or madam. Dear sir or madam. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Dear sir or madam, don't do this. Remember this. Okay? Please don't mention like this. What you can mention is dear recruitment team or hello. So always use hi or hello. So hi or hello. So dear, when you know when your colleague is close, then you can use then dear recruitment team. Hello recruitment team. I got to know there is a requirement. There is a requirement for QA engineers in your organization. Kindly find attached resume reference. Okay, so you can use allow recruitment team because you doesn't know who is he or she there. So allow recruiter, or you can mention allow recruitment team or allow recruiter. You can mention it, no problem in this. Yeah, recruiter. Okay, so no problem in this. Understood? So these things, remember, this all the things you need to remember while sending out the emails. So never forward an email, okay, from your sent items. Next, never miss out your subject line. Then make sure that subject line and the file name, okay, the file name is correct, and make sure while sending an email you are sending the proper attachment only. Then make sure you are mentioning the hi or hello particular name with the greetings. And never, so these are the things you should never do this. So okay, so these are the things you should never do this. You please like no complaining, don't use emojis, don't use SMS language. So mention, please mention about the attachment, always greet them, and always don't forget to greet them, and always use names while sending an email. Okay, if it's very senior, use particular name and sir, and you can send it, and use signature in your emails. Then so remember this, this all the things. So this all, that's it about this email session. Okay, so in the next session what we'll do is, in the next session I'm covering on how to create your resume. Okay, so in the next session I'll be telling you on how to prepare on your resume for testing, and how you will get shortlisted by the resume points. Then I'll be talking about how to talk about yourself. I'll be telling you about that one. So what are the mistakes you will be doing in this while telling about yourself? I'll be talking with that one. And you will be testing the project Chingari. Okay, maybe tomorrow, from tomorrow. But how to put that in your resume and how to explain that in the interview for freshers and experience, I'll be taking in the next session. But I'll update about the next session date and time when I'll be taking. Usually I'll take it either in Saturday or Sunday. So I think Sunday is the best time to take it, so that everybody can easily attend, because some people will be having session on Saturdays from Q Spiders. So that's it. So if you have any questions, you can unmute and you can ask me. So I'm using my surname with 2 number. Is it okay? Yeah, fine. Okay. Yes, this type of session I'll take on weekends only, because we cannot do it in the weekdays. It's very difficult for us, Ashal. So any questions you can ask me.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I was asking that is it in the subject line? If I
Uh,
have done, I'm experienced with manual as well as automation,
hmm.
right? So we have to write both of the skills over there.
Yeah, you just mentioned, or you see, now in which position you're looking for job, whether manual or automation.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
looking for automation suppose.
So
So,
mention as automation test engineer. Okay. So if you're looking for anything, either it can be manual or automation, then you may just mention as manual plus automation. You can use plus symbol there.
okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Got it.
Sir, as a fresher, should I mention the notice period?
No, for freshers, no notice period. Please get inside the industry first.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Uh, okay,
Hmm.
Rahul, I think you need to change your email ID. You can see, you can easily create it immediately. You can create it. It's not a big deal. So you please change your email ID, because see, it's not telling you. I think you're from Karnataka. So see, it's not telling you who is there. So should I call it as a Sid or something like that? So it's very difficult. So Rahul, it is better to change it. So please give share meeting. Okay.
Sir, if there is no notice period, serving means what we should mention.
Immediate.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Anmol, sir, I've used my mail ID as my first surname and first. So until it will not create a problem for you, Anmol, you can use it. No issues, Anmol Tiwari. No issues. You can use it. So, but make sure your name is there. Sir, my email ID is ganjare91@gmail.com. Yeah, you can use last name. No issues, Pallavi. Okay. Thank you, Dhananjay. Nagendra, you need to change. See, that type of email IDs, you can use it for Facebook or some other thing. But when it goes to the profession, right, please change it. Arshal, meeting is over. Which code you are asking me?
Sir, when I tried to log in through a
I know
notebook,
issues.
it
I'll
was asking for.
share the video to you. You can use it. Okay. Anjali, no issues in your email ID. Okay, see, BCC means blind carbon copy. So to whom you are sending it, Snehal, for example, if you're sending me one email, okay, I Karthik, please find the attached of my resume. And if you want to notice that you have sent a resume to me or somebody else, right? You can use BCC, blind carbon copy. It is called as blind carbon copy. So it will go as a separate email. So to whom you have sent it also, it will not be mentioning in the BCC. So we will be getting a separate email as well. Dhananjay Shetty, yes, you can use it. For freshers, you use it as software slash QA test engineer in the subject line. Yes, Vaishnavi, your email ID is correct. No issues in that. Yamini, correct. Ramya Apple. No, 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 no. This email ID is wrong. Okay, so you need to change it. Okay, what is the use of CC? If you are making a copy to your mail, suppose you are sending, okay, who is this Redmi? I don't know. Okay, so I'll answer this. What is this CC? What's the use of CC? Suppose when you get inside the industry and you need to send a daily report to your lead, and you need to mark manager as well. So you can keep your manager to CC, that is the carbon copy, and to your lead. Yeah, Lakshmi, no problem in that one.